Welcome back to the player career mode on ChesnoidPlays. Last time out, you guys were deciding what we should do with our player agent and what we should do with our current path. We obviously are going off the recommendations, but we were trying to add in something that you guys selected, not necessarily as the club that we moved to, just to have as an option for a club that we might move to. There were a number that you were voting on. You can see the list here. Levante, Stona Liège, Augsburg, Granada, Atalanta, West Brom, Lazio, Fiorentina, Watford, Girona, Lille, Roma, and Lyon as of France. As of right now, in France, are the winning team. And by a substantial enough margin there, I would say. So Lyon are going to be the side that are added in as my target club. But doesn't mean we're going to go to Lyon. It just means that Lyon might be an option that we utilise later in the season. Of course, we just lower the expected wage to the bottom, which is what we'll do for all of the clubs if we haven't already, to ensure we have the best possible chance of getting those offers. We don't really care what wage we're on, just that you guys have the option to vote on at the end of the season. So to ensure that I have an offer from my club moving forward to stay at Genoa for the vote at the end of the season, I need to score 7 more inside the box goals, which the majority of my goals tend to be, and 1 chip shot for the optional. I'm led to believe in the comment section that I need the optional ones to guarantee a renewal at my current club. So I'm going to go out of my way to try and get a chip shot goal as well. At Lyon, I need a 16% shot conversion percentage, which is absolutely doable. Currently sat at 14%, and then we need 3 more successful one-on-ones. That should happen between now and the end of the season. And the rest of these all need goals from outside the box, really. Everything else is doable, other than the goals from outside the box. Had we had the full season, this 4th year at Genoa, I'd have said maybe we might have been able to get all of them. But of course, our time this year was cut short by injury, meaning that this is going to be a particularly short 4th season. However, there is seeming general consensus in the comments section, or at least a popular opinion, is that we should stay at Genoa for another year. Of course, as ever, you guys will have the chance to vote at the end of the season for what happens next. So, have a think. We're going to have more clubs probably join that potential recommended list as well as we move forward. But right now, we find ourselves sat at the beginning of February. So there's not that much longer of this season left. A few episodes, of course, but in the grand scheme of things, a good 10 to 15 games that I'm not going to be playing in, that we could have played in had we not been injured. So I need to force my way back into the starting lineup, and we'll try and do that as soon as possible. We start with AC Milan away. Not the easiest of games, but the first ever goal that I scored as a professional footballer came at San Siro, I believe. So we can replicate that. Maybe we can rescue a result here. Going to get 13 and a half minutes. Coming on again at right forward. 2-0 down, unfortunately, against Milan. But we'll do what we can to turn this around and get, of course, all of the objectives we need to give you guys as many options as possible at the end of the season. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Come and join me live and watch all of it unfold and see the behind the scenes. Links in the description down below. And today we're also saying thank you to those in the background, which is Matthew Faulkner today in green. We also have Arctic in an icy blue and Hearty Ha Ha in the red today. Right, let's crack on, shall we? Milan away. Coming on for Kelvin Yeboah. 1 pass. 1 pass, 1 goal. Some easier to achieve than others. There's Alexis McAllister for AC Milan in their midfield. Teo Hernandez obviously is going to be particularly impressive for them at left back as well. They're a great side, AC Milan. They are proving so this season and proving so in this fixture so far. That said, this Genoa team has shown real promise in the time that we've been here. So we're going to pray that we have the quality to get ourselves back towards a European position for next season, should you guys decide to keep me at Genoa. I need inside the box goals, but we as a team just need any goal at the moment. So trying to find a teammate, failing to do so. And one thing to point out, I can't show you because I didn't start the game. We believe that Patreon player Owen Howell is in the midfield for AC Milan today. Bursting run through the middle, and Colombo, lovely footwork. Little flick to Gavi again, and Colombo again. And here's Rafael Leao, and that's 3-0 AC Milan. We are getting a trouncing here at San Siro, but that's not really much of a surprise, is it? AC Milan, the sort of calibre of club that we would love to end up at towards the end of our career, but right now we are not of that level. Albert, come on, sideways. Sideways means we've still got it. I'm here with you, pal. I'm screaming for it. Give me the ball. Thank you. You can have it too. Maybe come back to me in a moment. Patterson into the box. Oh, it's a brilliant tackle by Niklas Sula. Trying to shake off Owen here. And Hayes finds me again. Oh, but Niklas Sula's just too strong. Too good a defender. Too good a footballer. And unfortunately, in the 90th minute, I'm on a 5.9. And we're struggling to find our form right now. This is the nature of coming back from a long-term injury. Sometimes you're just not the same player as you were previous to it. And it takes you quite a while to find your old self, so to speak. That is the nature of our task right now, which is a more realistic thing. If it were if it weren't real life, like it is here, I would imagine in previous series, we would have just romped back into the starting lineup and started smashing the goals again. But this is a more realistic progression curve with the season that we're having, with the save that we're doing, with the way we're giving ourselves attribute points, and the way we're treating my personal journey here. I much prefer doing it this way. Fortnite's updated, thankfully, which is just what we needed to know as I head over the top of the bar. No goal for me, no points for the team, and we'll head into the next fixture, trying again to earn our way back towards that starting lineup. One of the three achieved. Not superb. Sometimes getting a 6.5 is pretty straightforward. Sometimes getting a 6.5 is quite difficult. And, well, when you're already 2-0 down against AC Milan, it's not exactly straightforward, is it? Genoa not too far outside Milan. So I'll make a promise to the fans that I'll be back to my former self and banging the goals in left, right and centre as soon as I possibly can. But I'm going to need to start doing it sooner rather than later. Otherwise, we will be leaving Genoa at the end of the season without the opportunity to renew our contract. It's going to be really, really difficult to get back into the starting lineup with the way things are going right now. But I've been told that if I complete the drill and get an A rating, I get more manager favour. Last year, that wasn't the case. Last year, you just got more XP for getting an A rating, but the actual manager favour that you got stayed the same, just plus 10. We will test it here. Let's sim that. So I get plus 10 manager rating there, you can see. If I now go and get something above a D here, do I actually get more than 10 manager favour? Last year it was no. I believe this year it's the same, although I haven't actually tested that. So I've got a C there, and again, you can notice top left, manager rating plus 10. I believe you only get plus 10 manager rating regardless of what you get in the drill. It's just, as they say, the XP that changes. So I can't force my way into the starting lineup any quicker than I'm currently doing. What I need to do is just bang the goals, get the objectives, and it's all resting on my personal performance. An individual in real life would have this sort of an up and a down and a career. We've never really experienced it in a player career before because we've always just kind of artificially forced me playing games and me bagging goals. Whereas now, this is the most realistic player career that we've done to date, especially with the way we're tracking the stats as well. Salernitana at home, 1-0 down. Again, trailing as we enter the pitch. But we'll see what we can do. On for Giuliano, annoyingly. I was kind of hoping Giuliano would be the man that would be alongside me up top. Same task as before. Score a goal, one pass in the opponent's half, 6.5. One imagines it's going to be slightly easier to do that against Salernitana than it is against AC Milan. Try and nod that down. I don't know if that counted as a pass from me. It did, apparently. I'll take it. Here's Lincoln. Lincoln lifts that into me. Shaking off the man. I could go for a long shot here. I won't. I'll go for the pass. Lincoln, Frendrup. Oh, it's into me. And around the defender. Oh, and the keeper makes a very good save. Baumann denies me here for Salernitana. Lovely move, but sadly doesn't end up in the back of the net. This one could. Oh, he went for it. Wholehearted, full-blooded effort, but no contact on the ball. Come on, lads. At least an equaliser, please. We were challenging for Europe before I got injured. Now we can't even get the ball in the back of the net, let alone win any games. Oh! Oh, ball's in the back of the net, lads. Annoyingly, outside the box. So it will count towards some of the recommended clubs, but won't actually count for staying at Genoa. Brilliant finish, though. Welcome back to first team action, Ches. And top bins. Thank you very much. Right, now do that numerous more times between now and the end of the season. You'll be in the starting 11, and you'll have a maximum amount of options for moving forward next year. Try and get this to Lincoln if I can, and we have done. Lincoln's got the man through the middle there. Is that Kelvin Yeboah? It is. He's going to find me, and I just don't think I have the strength to... Oh my God, I do apparently have the strength to outmuscle two defenders and force my way further forward. Lincoln again, and oh, we're going to lose it right at the last. The chance to win the game in the last few minutes might well have evaded us with the loss of that attacking pressure. We'll try and get the ball forward again. Lincoln will come to me here. Get past the defender. Drill it. Ah, terribly. Drill it terribly is what I've done. I definitely caught the man there, I'm sure of it, but play continues, and Albert will play me in, and I'll do the defender with a turn, and from inside the box, we don't win it late on. Oh, two left-footed efforts that don't find their way into the back of the net. From the corner, can I maybe get a header here? Maybe, maybe. Yes, I can. Oh, tipped over the bar by Baumann, and that will be that. My 84th minute wonder goal is enough to earn us a point, but numerous more chances can't force a winner. So we come away disappointed ultimately, although I did get all of my objectives, thankfully. All three objectives secured. I did get man of the match, although my guy's quite embarrassed about it. Not that he should be. Hopefully we get a... I need to check the fixture list. I don't think there's a run of fixtures where they come midweek, thick and fast, and indeed they don't. They're all a week or 2 weeks apart. So getting myself back in the starting lineup is going to be a real task here. With Inter Milan next, it's going to get more difficult yet still. But if I can get all three objectives every time I play, regardless of how hard or easy, straightforward they are, then we will be back in the starting lineup soon. Presuming we're coming on behind again. Indeed we are, although we had the chance to equalise through Kelvin Yeboah, but he missed the penalty. Harvey Barnes with a goal for them. Dumfries with the first. We're 2-0 down at San Siro again, although I get more time to try and alter things here. 32 minutes. Coming on for Albert Gudmundsson then. A 7.0 this time. Again, one pass, and now just an involvement. It's Dumfries, tackled by Hayes. Fired quickly to me. I'll get it forward into Giuliano Simeone there. He's got plenty of support around him. And here we are down the line with Aaron. And I'm in the middle. Oh my God, just didn't lock onto it. Giuliano! Dumfries deflected. Unai Simon with the save. Oh, it's terrible. Just embarrassing from the back line to give the ball away like that. George into Gibbs White. And off the outside of the post into Don't extend their advantage. But they really should have. And the defender should just hang his head in shame there. That was just disgusting. DiMarco into Gibbs White. Spread wide. It's been 2 games to forget at San Siro for us here today. We did the job against Salernitana. We shall hope to do the job against Torino as well at the end of the episode, at the end of the month. But at the moment, we're getting the wrong opponents to force our way back into the starting lineup quickly. I need 4 or 5 teams right at the very bottom of the table so I can just smash it and then we'll be fine. But at the minute, having AC Milan thrown in there and Inter Milan thrown in, then we had Napoli on our way back to first team football as well. It's just not what we need. 33 minutes, it's a 2-0 loss. Match day 4 today then, as we come on at the hour mark at right forward again for Kelvin Yeboah here at home against Torino. Now this is, again, similar to the Salernitana one, a winnable game. And we're on at 0-0 here, so if I can have the same impact in this one as I did in the Salernitana one and get a goal, then it would be a winning goal, not just an equalising goal. And the team could perhaps fire themselves slightly further up the table again. We're in 12th at the moment. This is a game in hand. And we hope that said game in hand will end with 3 points for us and potentially a loftier league position come the end of the season. But my passing is going to have to be better than that. Not giving away possession by playing a poor ball, then I won't complain too much. What are they doing? Like, in what universe is that the right thing to do? It's cost us a goal. Oh, bite your tongue, Ches, about gameplay. 1-0 Torino in the 69th minute. We don't deserve that. That's to me, is it? Okay, Lincoln will make the run. Find him. Nice ball. Pantea to the middle. Oh, no! It's a wonderful move. Finally, a bit of quality from this Genoa side creatively. And a brilliant stop by the keeper. So close. Seconds to go now. It looks like we're going to get our third defeat of the day. This Genoa side are falling away right now. The season has gone absolutely to pot. It's not that long ago in terms of episodes since we were in a Champions League position. Oh, how things can change when you're a one-man team. 1-0 Torino. Many a 1-1 draw around the grounds, but unfortunately a 1-1 draw was what we weren't able to get ourselves in that one. So now with, is it just the 1 week? Thankfully just the 1 week's break from the 28th to the 7th. We can push on into the next month. And hopefully, I guess, I mean, again, the run of fixtures just isn't that kind. Hellas Verona, beatable, but then Lazio and Atalanta. Monza we've played already, then Roma. We need all of the shit teams in a row so I can get myself back in the starting lineup. What we need to do, what we can do, what we will do, is adjust our attribute points accordingly. So all of today's games, the 6.1 and down, the average is a 6.85, which falls in the 0 category. So I'm not able to upgrade my player at all. We will stay at 80 rated, which is of course slightly declined from where we once were. We'll do what we can in training, and in the next episode tomorrow, we will do what we can on the pitch. No closer to Leon, no closer to, in fact, I'm further away for Leon. Oh, I just need the goal conversion percentage, but I can't get it at the minute. It's dropped from 14 to 12, but it's still very much doable. I've got 2 outside the box goals now. If I can score 2 more, then I could move to Torino. Wolves is just not going to happen. I'm not going to get the created goals, and I'm not going to get 24% games started in. I could nearly do that if it weren't for the injury. Now Salzburg are interested in me. Red Bull Salzburg. Now I need 2 outside of the box goals only to go to Red Bull Salzburg next season. That's intriguing. So at some point, I'm going to have to prioritise. Do I want inside the box goals to potentially have Genoa on the vote? Or do I want outside the box goals to potentially have Salzburg on the vote? Ultimately, I'd love both, but I don't know whether it's going to happen. Join me tomorrow, where we will do all we can to fire this team back up the table. Down to 14th now. Still very much safe from the drop. But a long way from those European spots where we once were. A very long way. It's all about me right now. All about me. Let's get ourselves the best possible option for the summer by performing. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.